Hi there, this is MTGG. Today we're going to play a modern league with Eldrazi Aggro. We're going to run 22 land, got the Bajuka Bog, which is just an all-star in this deck for so many things. There's so many graveyard decks right now that this card's great to find off Myco Spawn. 4 Caverns, pretty obvious, 4 Temple. We're going to run one of each basic, a Forest, a Mountain, and a Waste. Run a Gemstone to, if you're on the draw, sometimes it can get you that little bit ahead. You can be faster than even the aggro deck. Running a Ghost Quarter, pretty good to get for Tron. Pretty good in the mirror match too. Sometimes you can be able to exile one of their 7 drops they have tucked away. 2 Courtyard, 2 Unclaimed Territory, and 4 Ugin's Labyrinth. Gonna run 3 Heralds and 2 Battle Mages, 4 Line Breaker, 3 Flesh Raker, 4 Myco Spawn, 4 Thought Knot. All of that's pretty standard. We're going to be running 3 Vestige today. I think I like this card a lot. I've tested it a couple times, and you can do some pretty cool things with it. With its warp ability, it can ramp you into a 7-drop a turn early, which always feels good. For our 7 drops, we got World Breaker, 3 Devourer, an All's Dust, and 3 Sires. And we'll run 4K Command and 3 Chalice. For the sideboard, 3 Dismembers, 2 Warping Whale, 2 Null Blast. Kind of a pet card in it, but I find Null Blast is fantastic in the Zoo matchup. If they can, start with a Leyline, turn 1, you Null Blast that, totally wrecks their plan. 2 Relics, 2 Dampening Sphere, 2 Disruptive Flute, and 2 Torpor Orb. So we'll see how we do. Alright, we got round 1. Take a look at this opening hand. It's a little sketchy. We have no red. Be able to cast Line Breaker. We could have a turn 2 Flesh Raker or turn 2 K Command. I think I'm gonna keep it. To my what they do, probably hold up for turn 2 K Command for 1. Go from there. I'm gonna keep. Can only get worse from there, right? So you guys Surveil land. Hope it's not Storm. Storm can be a rough matchup. I think we're gonna tuck the All is Dust here, and then pass through. Could be Zoo, could be Storm, could be Grixis Wizard still, and there's a lot of things this could be. Devour's not great, but with them having open mana like that, we're just gonna pass through. K Command on the end of their next turn. There's a Jeskai Control. Get 2 Surveil lands. Yeah. Alright, so let's force him to use whatever this is going to get countered with. Make dudes and draw a card. Oh, and no counter. And we definitely want that because we need the red mana. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 6 mana. Doesn't allow us to cast those. I think we're gonna try to play Flesh Raker here. Whatever I cast is, they say, is definitely gonna counter it, and it doesn't. So, okay. I was expecting it to get countered, so I was gonna try to save the Line Breaker, but that is not what happened. Interesting. Well, still died anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. Next turn we can cast World Breaker. So it's not doing anything. I'm not sure what we're playing here. Play a Temple. This is tough. 2, 4, 6. We have 7. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for a kicked Myco spawn, because then we can go get a cavern and definitely try to land these bad boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get rid of a blue. We'll get rid of that. Let's see what they got. They could be running consign main, which would suck, but I guess they're not, because they could have consigned the whole thing. So it looks like we're gonna land this, and we'll go get. We'll get a cavern. I'm not really worried about Blood Moon here, or the Merfolk, because it would hose them pretty bad too. You know, Linebreaker is such a strong card, and it's such a win con. It's not always right to just run it right out if you know it's going to get countered. Next turn, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana just in lands. So it looks like Jeskai Wizards, because they have flames, so it looks like they're playing Jeskai Wizards. And they take a Consult, which is probably what's going to get cast here. But I have another Myco spawn. So I think the right play is Myco spawn one of their lands, and then Linebreaker. I think that's the right play here. 1, because we can cavern for green. 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't want to use the spawn because I would like. No, we'll just go get another cavern if they don't do anything here. We'll have to get rid of that. Counterspell? Oh, Consult. So if they're casting Consult now, does that change what I want to do? Because I could keep this, get a temple, double land, Linebreaker, be an extra damage. Yeah. I don't see why not. We'll save casting the Bog until after to see if they block. Give the Linebreaker haste. And they just conceded. Well, that was easy. Oh, Grixis Wizards. Not sure. The sideboard doesn't really matter here. Or, sorry, the graveyard doesn't really matter. I don't think Battle Mage is going to do a lot. The Dismembers could be good to stop the Wizards. Get rid of Tameo, I guess. Warping Well I don't think is great. A lot of stuff they could cast just on my turn. Sphere, and I mean, maybe Flute on Consign, because they're probably going to bring in Consign. That'd be my guess. Yeah. We have Chalice, though. I don't know if I want the All Is Dust here. This is a tough one. I didn't see enough of their deck. And normally we see Grixis Wizards, but I didn't see enough of it for this Jeskai Wizard, so we'll just bring in those 2 Dismembers, take out the Battle Mages. Because they're not going to do a whole lot, and we don't really want to bounce some of their guys back, because that just helps them. I think this hand looks pretty good. We can turn 1 Herald. Depending on if we draw another Temple, we could turn 2 Thought-Knots here or turn 2 Chalice. So I say we keep it. Looks like they kept it too. And no Tameo. So that's good. Wow. So we're going to turn 1 Herald, and if it lives, turn 2 line breaker with Herald is pretty good, but it's probably gonna die right here. Yep, that is it's a dead Herald. That's okay. I think I'd rather have Herald take the discharge than the line breaker. Line breaker just wins. I mean, they scooped on line breaker last game. So trainer, okay. So I think we definitely try to slam the Chalice on 1. Stops further discharges and consigns, which I'm sure they have consigns. I'm sure they brought in consigns. So let's just slam this Chalice on 1 and hope for the best. Or if they have to force it and pitch a card, it's a 2-for-1. And in this matchup, the less cards they have, the better. Because they're definitely trying to keep their hand full to deal with all the threats. Flare, okay. Okay. I think I'm okay with that, because that gets rid of a blocker. Next turn, we're going to slam Thought Knot, see what they have. Because we got Cavern, and does this change what I want to do? I don't think it does. So we'll play a second Cavern. Make sure you use a colored mana so it's uncounterable. And show me your secrets. What are we looking at? Consult. 2 consults, a Thunder Trap Trainer, and a Force. Don't care about the consults. Really. Thunder Trap. It's only a 1/2. It gets him a card. Having K Command in hand, I think we'll get rid of Force because I could make a ton of dudes and then slam Line Breaker for a massive smack. I think only because I have K Command in hand, we're going to take Force here. Otherwise, I'd probably just take Thunder Trap. So they're going to consult. Somebody wants to consult. Look at X. So they'll only look at 3 cards and pick 1. So, yeah, so it's a 1-for-1. It's not great card advantage, just card selection. And they're probably just going to pass through and consult again. So here we'll play a Temple. Give them a good old smack. They're already down to 11. So having the K Command that I'm going to see if they do a Surveil Land. See, they don't. Alright. I didn't see board wipes when I looked at their hand. And I know one card. They have a Thunder Trap. Alright. So we are going to fire off a massive K Command. Because this could set us up for the win next turn. With Line Breaker. Or whatever I get to draw. Alright, so I'm going to get 2 of these before my next turn starts. I don't want Chalice at this point. I'm good with lands. And then, yeah, just put it on top this way. I want both of those. Because I'll lead next turn with a Thought Knot. Get rid of what they have. And then go into a Line Breaker, and hopefully that's game. Because that's representing, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it'd be a 10-3 Trampler coming in. So that's be that Thunder Trap right there. Alright. We can just skip through this. Arena of Glory. And reveal the Lorman. Reveal. That doesn't do anything here. So we play this. have 4 cards. We're gonna make the mana like that, and then I can use the leftover. And cast Thought Knot to see if they have anything to stop me from winning. If they counter it here, that's great. If they counter the trigger with a consign, because it's the ETB trigger, I feel great about it, and I'm gonna go for it anyways. What are they doing? Okay. I don't win exactly. They do have 2 consigns, so now's the time. Flare of Denial won't matter because I'm going to use a Cavern. So we just take Flames because otherwise the rest of their hand's not very good. So we make red mana. There's no way that I can cast both of these. Got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and I need 10. So we'll just do this, cast this, go to combat, put it on you because you have trample. You're going to have to block or go to 1. Go to 1. Alright, so don't need the planes. I got rid of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's his hand. I think. I don't need the war run. Oh, I had the planes. I mean, top decking of flames is pretty annoying. That's flames number 3. So it sucks a lot, but Sire be pretty hard to deal with through Cavern. Alright, so we're gonna go right to combat because he's gonna consign this trigger here. He's gonna consign this trigger here. Otherwise you just die. And he consigns it. And we still attack. And I'm not quite sure how he doesn't die. Because he's going to take 1. And we win. So that was pretty good. That felt good. Mindbreaker, like I said, just wins games. Early Thought Knots in this matchup were fantastic. Overall, I think it was a pretty good showing there. Let's see how round 2 goes. Alright, round 2, won the die roll, which on this deck is fantastic, so we're going to play first for sure. Let's see what we're looking at. This hand is bad. No soul lands, the double mana producing ones. Devour's a trap here, because your key, if you kept this hand, you'd be just hoping for finding a double land. If you don't, you're not doing anything until turn 3. Which is just slow. So I think we're going to ship that one back. His hand's not a ton better. But we at least have some 2-drops. We have Vestige. We're going to... I kind of want to keep this in case we find... So we're going to keep this. In case we find a Labyrinth to have the double. Which means we want to pitch one of these. But sometimes just the 2 of these is pretty good together. It's always good to have a 7-drop in your hand. I think I'm going to put one of these back. And we'll start with the basic wastes. And we'll see. Maybe I was wrong. I'm not sure. Maybe Vestige we put back. A Shivan Reef. Alright, this is a bad matchup. So we're playing Affinity. And this matchup's really rough. Especially with the slow start that we have here. So it was right to keep a Battle Mage, but depending on how strong their start is here, we're gonna get thumped. So this is a rough turn here. And Memory Garden, no, this is bad. So we probably should have played Cavern, so we could play that, but I didn't want to give away too much because maybe they thought we were Tron. We need a double mana producing land, and Gemstone does not do it. We'll just go Eldrazi and cast a Herald. As I say, hope they don't have anything, but this is probably not going to go well. It's a strong start. Yep. Man, we can't beat that with this hand. Unfortunately, we can't beat that. That is the perfect start that deck could have. Unfortunately. What do we want here? Unfortunately, all is dust just comes out because this doesn't do anything. We keep the chalices. We're gonna try to find once we can chalice on 0. The only thing would be a dampening sphere, but it's only good for right off the rip. I struggle against affinity. You have to have a good start here. I think we're actually cut. We're going first. If we could get that chalice on 0 right off the bat, that'd be great. That's a tough one. I think these might be a little slow. I'll take a dismember. We'll take 2 dismembers. We could always dismember in response to... So this hand's a mulligan. That's bad. There's nothing there. Well, this hand, I guess, is a keep. But it's not great. Really depends on what we draw, but we will keep this. We'll put back Gemstone because it does nothing. So we're gonna go... We're gonna go Eldrazi Temple to start. In case we draw a Thought-Knot Seer next turn. That way we'll have that available. Otherwise, Wayscape could do work here, and they got the start again, so unfortunately this is not good for us. This card is just so strong in this matchup. Although, they must have mulliganed, because they're already down to 2 cards. What did they mulligan to? 5. Okay, so it's not terrible for us. So, how do we want to play this? They only have 1 card left in hand. These I'm not too worried about. I think we just go Cavern into Battle Mage on the Memory Garden. Or do we do Battle Mage onto their Opal? And just try to cut their mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they'll have Kappa regardless. I have 1 card left, and it wasn't for 0. So they needed to be able to cast it. And they have this. So if they have a land in hand, they could cast this next turn. So I think the right play here is to kill the opal and hope for the best that we brick. And that's what I was worried about. Unfortunately, there's a saga right after. I guess it doesn't do anything right now. And these go straight to attacks, which is best for us. Still going to be quite an uphill battle. Alright, and they're out of cards. Okay. Don't draw anything else. Let's see. So we can command for 3. Okay, so we're going to do that. We don't attack. They have no cards. Fade some draw steps off the top. And they're just going right to attacks. And we're going to get thumped again for 5. Oh, they're going to attack with everything? Okay. Get thumped for 5. That's okay. And then hit a bobble. Let's see. We're gonna do this now. So we're gonna make dudes and scry. And we're looking for World Breaker would be good right now. Sire would be good. Myco Spawn's really good. Vestige. We need to find something to deal with the flyers or gain life. If we Myco spawn, we could blow up the Glimmer Void. That pops next turn. They get a 0 drop out of it. Or 1 Shadow Spear, though. I don't think Vestige answers anything right now. Because it's end of turn. We don't want that. And we're good with land. And we'll put that on top and draw that card. Unfortunately, I think we might just be dead here. Okay, Herald's not bad. We might be able to get in for a lot of damage this way. Let's see. If we Myco spawn, does blowing up their land actually do anything? Does it do anything? Because they're going to lose the 1 anyways. And that taxes my mana pretty heavily. Because we go 2 here for this. 1, 2, 3, 4 here. And we'll get a Cavern to cast Linebreaker. If they get Shadow Spear with this, we lose. If they draw another land. Well, no, they tap it for mana. Shadow Spear equip. Two, 4, 5, 6. Myco spawn kicked. And we're gonna get rid of this, that way they can't get Shadow Spear. We have a shot. Let's see. So how do we do this? We could get Eldrazi Temple. Crash in. Get some damage, because we could play Herald. We get Cavern. Okay, if we get Cavern, we pop 2 of these guys to play Line Breaker. And we don't die in the crackback because we have these 2 back. You can block those and take 5 again, go to 3. And then have to super win and hope for something good off the top. I think that's the only way to do it. Alright, so let's grab Cavern. And then red, pop 2, cast Line Breaker, combat, give it a Line Breaker. Probably not going to block, so just go right to 13. This gives us a shot. Especially if he mismanages his attacks. I'm going to take a look at my top card. I'm going to get 2 draws here. Nothing I can do. Okay, that's fantastic that that's what we're using our mana on. And no colored mana means that there's no Witchmadoodle coming down. Attacks in the air. So I'm dead next turn. But by having Line Breaker out now, a Sire would be death. Gives him more butts on the ground. And another Cavern. Okay. Unfortunately, I think we just lose here. I think we just lose. We attack with everything and math is for blockers, right? Because he goes block, 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 and then hits for 9. But maybe he makes a mistake. We drew a lot of land. Because we only cast Mega Spawn once, so this was all natural land. So all he's gotta do is go block, block, block. Yep. And then we die in the crackback. That is unfortunate. Yep. Alright. Well, round 2 didn't go how we hoped. But, wish better for round 3. Alright, round 3. Going second, which is not as good. This deck plays great on the play. Let's see, this hand, I think this is keepable because we are on the draw. So whatever we find with Devourer, we could get. And if it's honestly any of the dual double mana producing lands, we can cast something. Or that's really what we're looking for here, is the double mana land. So we're going to keep. We got our pregame. And let's see what we're playing against. They didn't have a Lush Portico. So this looks like Zoo, probably. That's my guess. If we find a double land, we can. Does that help us? I think it does. I think double land. I think the double land's better than all the rest, so we'll take the temple. We'll play the temple and play this guy. Because then we can turn to K command. We'll see what they play. Because if it's Zoo, I don't know how great Chalice is here. Almost nothing. They play nothing. Eldrazi Temple then. Not sure what we're playing against. Because they kept on top with the Portico. We get another Surveil land. Red-white. This seems like Zoo lands here. They kept that on top. Snow-covered plains. Okay. That's interesting. That's not something I expected to see right there. Let's see what we can find here. Coming up with a battle mage right now would be really funny actually. No battle mage. I'm not quite sure what this is with these lands. Phyrexian Unlife. I don't know if I want K command either right now. I guess we'll put K command on top, put Cavern on bottom. That's another chalice. This is a weird one. I'm gonna play this, name Eldrazi. How do I want to handle this? I mean, we chalice on one, I guess. This is a tough one because and maybe it's my lack of knowledge, but I've been playing a lot of Modern recently, and I've yet to see Phyrexian Unlife in a deck at the moment. Beyond the old Ad Nauseam deck, but that I don't really think that's around right now, so I'm not quite sure what's going on. I mean, it still could be Ad Nauseam, I guess, but normally you have things like Lotus Bloom and stuff in Ad Nauseam, so I'm just not seeing that. So, I'm not sure. I think the best plan of attack will be mana denial. So we're going to attack first. So, I'm going to cast this on 1 anyways. And then we'll cast one on 0 too. For packs, I guess. Let's cast one on 0 to start. Because if it's something like a Phyrexian, it's something, okay, we'll put it for packed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't really allow me to cast one for 1. Oh, I could pop the other spawn. Yeah, we'll do it that way. Portico, I guess. I'm really not sure here. Yeah. I guess we've made them think. You don't lose the game for having 0 or less life. Dealt Swiss Infect. So we gotta do an extra 10 to them. But we'll get Cavern now, because do we get Cavern? No. And I think we actually get a Wastes here. I think we get a Wastes just in case. Oh, they have to draw land of Blood Moon. I would. We don't want to be able to cast that next turn. If they Blood Moon, doesn't matter, because I gotta pop that to cast that for 1. So I guess we just get Temple then. Oh. Undo. Let that resolve. Pop that. Cast Chalice for 1. And see what happens, I guess. 4, Blood Moon would suck. It's not Blood Moon though. Ah. So it's some kind of interesting combo deck? So pretty much these two together means they don't die. So I can play around that because I have Devourer. So we're going to play Cavern named Eldrazi. I'm going to go to attacks. I'm going to pass. Some sort of enchantment combo deck, I guess. Other enchantments you control have Shroud. Okay. Okay, those enchantments. That's okay. So we're gonna fire off a really big Kozilek's command. So if I could find a Battle Mage or another Devourer, I guess. X is 7, yes. Wait. No, stop. X is 7. I would like to pay 7. Thank you. Alright, what do we got? Really, none of these do anything. Mycospawn just for more land destruction, but you can always go that route. But right now I just gotta deal with these and I can just win. Don't want that. Don't want any of these. The only thing is Mycospawn. If I could cast Mycospawn, pop that. I mean, keep them off like land. But that's a problem. I don't think I want that either, honestly. There we go. Ask and you shall receive, I guess. So we go 1, 2, 3. Cast that. They only have a red white, so I don't really think they can do much. 1 red. So I just win. Unless they have some wild thing they're doing, but I think I just win here. I don't know why they did that. I guess they saw the line anyways. Because would have Battle Mage to pop the Sterling Grove, followed. Okay, there's the only target. I see. So return this to my hand. 2, 4, 5, 6. They can't cast Pack because I have Chalice on 0. And then we pop Phyrexian Unlife. And give them a little punch to the face. Alright. So enchantment counter something. Okay. I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea what to bring in here because I really don't know what I played. I mean, it kind of looked like a commander deck. I'm really not quite sure what to bring in. I mean, I played commander there. Flute? Flute, maybe? I have no idea. I was your... This is tough. This is tough. I'm really not sure what we played there. But I guess let's just bring in 2 flutes. Because I could name Sterling with that. So they couldn't pop it either. But I have no idea. This hand is insane. This hand's insane. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, because I'm going to drop that for that. And we drop that for you. Yeah, that hand's pretty good right there. Another Portico. Kept it on top. Go Temple and Herald. Herald's such a strong turn 1. I've got to imagine something here at this point, or nothing. So we definitely run a Cavern, because we didn't see blue, but theoretically they could have boarded in Consigns. And maybe I can figure out what they're up to. Pyroclasms, I don't think they understand my deck. I mean, it kills very little here. I guess we just take this. They got 2 of these, which is annoying, but they don't stack with each other, so it's just extra killing. This is the one other part of their combo piece. I don't see them pyroclasming just to kill 1 Herald, so I could always take that later. Or if they pyroclasm, I can take Case, which also wouldn't be bad. I guess we'll take that. Give them a little 1-2 punch here. So I took Solemnity. This is a weird one. This is a weird deck. I guess they're just going with some sort of Phyrexian Unlife Solemnity combo. I can't die. Sterling Grove, you can't kill my enchantments that make me not die. Probably gonna play Unlife right here, I bet. Or K as Unlife. Sure. Gotta hit you extra hard. Don't like all these lands we're drawing, though. Play another Temple. Unlife gone. Yeah. See what other card they drew. A Parlor. If they really want to spend that just to kill my Herald, I think I'm okay with that. That gets some further card draw to find something here, so I guess we'll take that. We'll try to race the Unlife, I guess. Next turn I'll start dealing... Well, I believe it's as long as you have 0, so I'm going to hit them that they did. Sure. I guess it saves my turn because now I won't get them all the way to 0. K command's pretty good here, though, especially after the Pyroclasma. It's kind of funny. Okay, command. There's no benefit to me doing it a different time. What do they have? They have... Did I take Case? I took Case. They have 1 more Unlife. Play the Elegant Power. So all they have is Unlife in their hand. Unlife and 2 other cards that I don't know what they do. What if it is? And they'll play the other Unlife, right? Yep. We'll just respond to this, I guess. Cast a big K command. Nothing to exile. Make a bunch of dudes. And do some scrying and see what we can find. So we don't need the land. Flash Raker. Can I cheese this with Flash Raker? To be able to kill them? I don't want Flute. I do want these though, so this doesn't really matter which way I do this. Yes, I can. Okay. So what we're going to do is they have one mystery card in hand. So we're going to cast Glaring Flesh Raker. I think maybe one off. Maybe one off. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I do it this way, they take the Flesh Raker ping first, which will put them at 0, which means they start taking poison. Which now 1 poison. Attack with these puts them to 9 poison, so any damage will kill them. Or popping that will kill them. There's not much they can do from that point. Sure. Bear's digging for an answer. You know, any creature I draw will kill them because of the Flesh Raker ping, or just attack even if they have something. I think this is funnier because it'll make a spawn and it'll get rid of their unlife at the same time. But I mean that's just bad manners though, so we're just gonna attack. We'll just end it that way. So there we go. I still don't know what I just played, but this deck worked pretty well against it. So we're 2-1. 2 more rounds. We'll see how it goes. Alright, round 4. Let's see what we got going on here. Well, we could do turn 1 Chalice on 1. That's pretty fantastic. Followed by a turn 2 Battle Mage Kicked or K Command. I think this is a Snap Keep right here. Let's see what we got to play. Basic Plains. That doesn't give me a lot to work with, but I think the play... I still think the play is turn 1 Chalice on 1. Because if it's something that runs Ephemerate, the card's just good. You know, if it's some sort of Solitude deck, Ephemerate can be really, really hard for this deck to handle. So, being able to take that out right off the bat is a great start. Apparently, I have caused them to rethink all of their life choices. And we continue. Apparently, he's questioning how much he plays this. White, blue. It is some sort of a blink deck. Quantum Riddler's just... It's a wild Magic card. That's for sure. This card's absolutely insane. And some of the crazy things you do, especially with Ephemerate in that card, are just... You can draw so many cards. And then still end up with a... What is it? A 4/6 flyer for 3 mana. So it's Esper Blink. So we're playing Esper Blink here. We're going to have a frog come down. Oh, Overlord. That's pretty great for us. And... Emperor or Flicker Wisp, neither of those are a Solitude. Honestly, Solitude is the card that we're trying to fade here. It's the worst draw we could have as a Solitude. But this play's about to feel really good. So we... Oh, nope. We kick this. Yeah, I want that. Oh, because I could choose my own thing. So we kick that, make it the token. Off the token in that land, cast Herald. Get another ping in, and give them a pretty swift, small little kick here. So we pop that, do that, make another token, get another ping. And this is where this deck is really starting to shine, because the Chalice on 1 in this matchup also takes out a Fatal Push or a Thoughtseize to have that little disruption there. So this feels good. Normally they don't play any board wipes. We can't get Ephemerate Solitude cheesed here either with that Chalice on 1. So this is a pretty optimal start here. And we still have K-Command and Vestige. And K-Command and Fleshraker are just disgusting. There's no other word for it. That's a Flicker Wisp. Probably targeting Chalice. Put it back to 0. Yep, but they may just be dead. If we top deck... What do we need to top deck here? Linebreaker just kills him. It's not Linebreaker. How do we want to do this? Courtyard, Eldrazi. So what I'm thinking we K-Command, we have 1, 2, 3, we could K-Command for 4 total. To exile that, deal 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, puts him to 1. 13, because the Fleshraker ping, so this should kill him. This should kill them. We make people, and we exile the creature. Target me, and target that. And so if I did my math right, they should just be dead here. It's actually 5-2. Yep. And that just ends it. That kills them. Perfect. The key I found to this matchup here is overwhelm them with threats. Just, they can only deal with so many with Solitude, and Torpor Orb is going to be amazing here. So Torpor Orbs are coming in, and I'm going to bring in 2 Dismember. So Herald dies very easy here, and Fleshraker typically is a pretty easy target to kill. So definitely take out those 2 for 2 Torpor Orbs for sure. Because this turns off Solitude, this turns off Flicker Wisp. Does not turn off Overlord because it comes in as an enchantment, not a creature. But Solitude's a big one here. And I think... kind of want to drop all his dust. It's a little slow, and I'd rather be able to, I know, get my 7, but I think we're going to be taking all his dust. And a Vestige. We're going to try this. That could be wrong. But this card's a little slow in this match, and I'd rather have the Dismembers take care of a Phalia or an Emperor Bones. And those are the early drops that we're worried about that could run away from us. And I think, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Overlord's a 5/5 as well. So it kills an Overlord. And this hand is bad. And the entire hand is if this could get something good. And if they just Thoughtseize us to, they take Torpor Orb, I can't cast anything. So we're going to mulligan here. Dimple. This hand's pretty great. This hand is pretty great. And all of these are really good. Or take Vestige out. We're going to go Temple first, because if we had a second Temple, we can go right into a Thought-Knot Seer. And that always just feels great. So no turn 1 Thoughtseize, so that's good. Not a second Temple. But that's okay. Hopefully we get no Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize. So, Secluded, Eldrazi. I might be running this into a Consign. But I think that's okay. If they use the Consign on Torpor Orb, it's tricky. They have a Flooded Strand, so if they have Fatal Push, they could kill that. So we're gonna do Torpor Orb. I mean, I guess they're gonna cast Ophelia or Consign. Let's see. Ophelia. Yep. Okay. That's not amazing, but it's not the worst. We have 2 Myco Spawn that could get a Bajuka Bog for their Overlord. No, Teferi. Well, that's an interesting one. And then to reset Teferi. Huh. Didn't see that coming. Does this change how I want to play this then? 2 Line Breakers is pretty good. I think the right play here is to cast a Line Breaker because they don't have an extra white open. So they can't cast Solitude Ephemerate and get me. But this way I could kill Teferi if they want to Solitude it. That's 2 cards and they can't get anything back. So we're going to do it that way. I think that's the right play there. Because now I still have a threat. And Thoughtseize is fine, you can take the Torpor Orb now, but I have a lot of threats that you have to deal with. It tells me that they got a Solitude. I feel like if they had a Solitude in hand, they should have Solituded there to get rid of the Line Breaker. 3 mana. Recruiter. Okay. Alright, well, they could probably find Solitude. Solitude. Now, see, what's interesting is they still don't have mana up to be able to totally get me with this. And they know I have a Thought-Knots here. So I think I force them to have to do something. Probably another Solitude. White Orchid Phantom. I'm going to blow that up, but that's okay because I have more wastes. Knowing they have a White Orchid Phantom makes me want to Myco Spawn for more land. Because otherwise, I'm not going to be able to cast more. Yeah. As much as I want to do this to take that Solitude, the White Orchid to be the problem. So we're going to have to do this now. Otherwise, I'm going to be locked out of the game if I don't draw land. But if I do it this way, I can get in more damage, still be able to draw land. And then we take something. They're probably going to blow up the Eldrazi Temple, so we just get a second Eldrazi Temple. And I still have 2 basics left in the deck, so I could fetch both of those, and I wouldn't be out too much. And here we give that haste, because this would be more damage than just giving that its ability. Attack. I'd have to assume they block, because it's 8. Is it? Nope, they chop in half. Alright, well, let's see what they got. If they want to cast White Orchid, it's not great for them. Because they don't have a white up, so they can't ephemerate it. They're probably trying to keep me off 7 mana here. That's fine. Yes, and we'll get the wastes. So I could still cast Thought-Knots here and a Line Breaker. Emperor Bones. Okay. Yeah, they still can't do anything with Emperor. They don't even have any creatures in the yard anyways. They're going to Ophelia their White Orchid and hit this temple. Which again is fine because That's why I went and got another one. I'll yield through this. We'll go get my other basic. And I'll be fine. That's why I play one basic wastes, is for matchups like this, so I don't get locked out of my colorless pip. Yep. And we'll play the other basic. And I still have 2 Myco spawn to get more, and there's another land. So how do I want to handle this? Play that. We Myco spawn into an Eldrazi temple, into a line breaker, and smack. 1, 2, 3, 4 for a Myco spawn. They do have Solitude, but they can't totally cheese me on Solitude with it, so that's why this is okay. To another temple, and they have to block and lose something. Either Solitude, the other line breaker. Yep, that's okay. I get rid of the Solitude. And then we give it to you. This has first strike, but it's only 2, and we still attack with both of these because this is lethal. He's probably going to block here, take 6. I have this up to jump something. Go to 2. Can't even cast Thoughtseize on 2. Yep. And then he could Emperor Bones back the Solitude. But I think that's okay. Yeah, he's only got 2 cards left. If he Emperor Bones back the Solitude, that uses half of his mana. He can flicker this again and hit me for a land, but that's okay too. Yep. We're going to get smacked here, but that's okay. He's going to bring it back. He's going to kill the Mycos. Am I dead? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's it. Oh no, I won't, because I'll gain the life. So I'm not dead. It's a lot, but I'm not dead. Let's see what happens. I think this works how I think it does. But I'm hoping he's always leaving that back. So he's not going to flicker it. Oh, he is going to flicker it still. So why not? I guess it doesn't matter. Don't attack. He's got a finality counter on it, I guess. Alright. Yep. Can't beat this here, I don't think. I think you just had too many answers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Wouldn't even kill him. You can just flicker this here. I don't see a good way out of this. There's not that much I can do. Because I can cast both of these, and then I just sit here, he attacks, he blinks, he probably get rid of this to get the extra card. I'd have to chump block both of them, and I lose. So we're just going to go to game 3. Just going to go to game 3. I don't know, maybe I could have handled that differently, but it was kind of a weird situation there, and oh well. I could bring in Relic, but I I don't feel like that's worth it because I don't know what to take out. It was even the graveyard that really did it. I'm just gonna run it back. I'm just gonna run it back. This hand's terrible. This hand's not great either. But we're gonna keep it and put back a cavern. Because this would only get worse from here. So unfortunately this is probably not gonna go my favor here. But we play a temple anyways. And hopefully they have a tap land, not a Thoughtseize. We can drop a Chalice on 1. And that's a great start. Devourer is a little late. That is 1 turn too late. But we'll drop a Chalice on 1, at least stop Ephemerate and Thoughtseize from the future. My guess is Overlord right here. Or a White Orchid. It's gonna be a White Orchid. That hurts really bad. Alright. No. Yeah. This is unfortunately what happens here sometimes. So it's just not gonna go our way. At least we can't get Ephemerate White Orchid here. And I mean, maybe if he draws nothing, we'll be okay. We get a good K command to bring it back around. Didn't fetch that. Wow. I'm only allowed to draw land. We have the triple cavern draw, plus I put a cavern back. Really make this thought not uncounterable and see what they got going on. Unfortunately, I feel like it's going to be Ophelia flashing in, and this is going to hurt me really bad. Let's see what they got. Wow. Alright, so Wrath would get rid of that. I guess they could Wrath next turn. They could Recruiter to get Solitude. Or they Wrath next turn for 0 and can start ephemerating the White Orchid. That's not cool. If I take Ephemerate, it's going to force him to Wrath next turn, which takes a turn off, which maybe gives me enough time. Boggart doesn't do anything. If I take Wrath, they get Recruiter for Solitude. If I take Ephemerate, I think I take Wrath. I think I take Wrath because say they get Recruiter for Solitude. They pitch in 2 cards, they play that land. I think this Chalice is what could help me win. Although Ophelia can just blink it next turn. Ophelia can just blink that next turn, so this doesn't do anything. Puts that on 0. So they could Ephemerate next turn. So we take Ephemerate. Because she just blinks it. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not feeling good. I've drawn a lot of land. And so, I mean, I think a Myco spawn be real important. Teferi? No, Recruiter. Get Solitude. Which is okay. Yeah, they go down to 1 card in hand, and I'm just top decking here. But see, that's 2 cards in hand, right? Because I forgot the card off the... Yeah. Now, does he flicker that or that? Flickers Recruiter. There go another Solitude. No, probably Emperor. Another white orchid. Wow. Wow. This is very unfortunate here. I've drawn, what, a total of 2 creatures? It is a cast white orchid and Ophelia something. But I guess we keep playing because white orchid doesn't hurt too bad. I'm gonna attack, blink the chalice on 2. Yeah, cast white orchid. We'll get a forest. It's not over. Not over. White orchid's fine. It doesn't hurt me that bad. I still have another land. Doesn't take me off a land. Yes. Get the forest. 6. He's got 1 card left. I mean, maybe he'll cast Boggart here, I guess. Just for the clock. To vary. Hmm. Yeah, I'm really not sure how to get out of this. They got White Orchid that does nothing now. And I feel it can blink things, but that doesn't do anything. Oh, I guess he can still blink that to get the White Orchid for 1 turn. Try to keep me off 7. Yeah. That was unfortunate. These are some really, really bad draws. Oh yeah, we're done. We're done. Oh well. Well, that sucked a lot. Well, we're 2-2. Maybe we can go 3-2 and still end positive. I guess we'll see what happens. All right, round 5. We're currently 2-2. Unfortunately, last round was a rough one to deal with. This hand is terrible. I think we only have gone first, maybe one out of the 5. And this deck likes to win die rolls. This hand's pretty great. I'm gonna keep that. Where you're gonna put back the All is Dust. And there's not a great benefit to playing the Cavern right now. Because anything good I would just lose. So we are not gonna do that. Maybe that's wrong. But with mulliganing and then doing that, I just don't feel good. And I think that's the right choice because I can go turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. So we play Ugins, put the Sire under it, and play this incredibly underrated 2-drop. And soon it'll be 2 3/3s. And it looks like I'm probably going to be playing the same thing I was just playing. And I am. And wow, okay, prismatic that. I guess. I guess that's scary. It's an interesting choice. Another Myco spawn. Okay. Eldrazi. We're playing on one of these guys. We're gonna Myco spawn for a temple next turn. And then that allows me to the turn after that play a kicked Myco spawn. We running it back? Nope. They don't. Oh, we got lucky. They didn't have a land ephemerate here. Yep. That is the best case scenario there. Let's see what we got. Yeah, there's a temple. I don't think we're going to play that. In case they white orchid me, I want to keep that. So we're going to do this. Green, white. We'll attack first. There's nothing in the graveyard. There's no point for a Bajuka Bog here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Myco spawn. I can't kick this one, but I could kick the next one. But we're going to get a temple. Because our goal is going to be... Ow. I could just cast Sire next turn, because it'll cost 6 if this doesn't die. 2, 4, 6. Oh, he's just... Okay, so we're getting ephemerated here. That's the only reason you do this right now. Emperor of Bones? Huh. It feels, to me, real bad to Solitude a Myco spawn that's already done its job, other than getting an extra 3 points of damage. But that's just me. I have a Herald. 2, 4, 6, and Herald. So I can just cast the Herald and a kicked Myco spawn, and then be able to cast Sire next turn. Yeah, that sounds pretty great. Yeah. I mean, he did that there, which just feels weird. That just seems like a weird play to me. The Herald, 2, 2, 3, green, kick. What are we gonna get rid of? What matters the most? I'm trying to think. Double white for everything. I don't... Sphinx is double blue, though. Yeah, Sphinx is double blue, so we're gonna get rid of a blue source. We'll get rid of this one. And then we'll go get... Part of me wants to get a Ghost Quarter and Ghost Quarter that. And they can have no blue? I don't think that's great. I don't think that's great, but I think we get a Cavern. Because we bounce that back. 2, 4, 5, 6, that's 7 regardless, so even if that dies, we'll get a Cavern. Yeah, I like this play. In case they play main board consign, we're protected. And it feels just so weird that they just went all out on that play to kill a Herald and a Myco spawn. And maybe they're unfamiliar with how things are. I'm not sure. And see, I'm glad I got rid of... I'm glad I did kick it too, because otherwise I would have cast... We'll return. 1, make a something... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because of the discount. We're going to do this now, so they can't do anything weird mid-combat on that. And I think we attack. Because Myco spawn did its job, and now it just hangs out. You want to block, they block. They don't. I'm going to keep this in my hand. Maybe they'll think I have something. I have enough mana at this point. White Orchid doesn't hurt that much. They cast Sphinx next turn, I hope, and it does them nothing. Yeah. I just have an 8/8 first strike, trample, all the other abilities in the world. Let me draw. Just don't be land. Oh, that's a strong draw. We're not gonna cast that right now. We will attack though. Don't really know what they're going to do because they've got Menace, so they have to block with both, which means I get to kill the Sphinx. Nope, okay. I don't know if there's a reason to warp this. I think we just cast this straight up, and then that puts enough pressure on him that I just win next turn. Not anything for me to do, so we're just gonna pass through. Doesn't even get the bonus, and yep, alright. That time, that went much better against Blink. So, same thing, we take out the battle mages because they only kill the Overlord, and Torpor Orb can just do so much more. And he hated the Herald for some reason, but I think we take the Herald out. I think I take a Chalice out. I want 2 Dismembers at minimum here. I'm tempted to bring in a Flute for Emperor, and I can't even activate Emperor if I do that. So Emperor is just a 2/2 that doesn't do anything. That'd be kind of funny. But no, we're trying to take away too many threats. It's something we need. That's something we need. I always have the hardest time sideboarding. It's just, you got decisions. You know, I don't think Relic's what I want here. It just doesn't feel like it does enough. Because it doesn't even work with Overlord. So I didn't see a Frog on either of them, but Disruptor Flute is just so good for Frog. I think I might get rid of a 7-drop. And maybe it's just World Breaker. Get rid of World Breaker and throw in 1 Flute. Flute's sneaky good, because if I get an Ugin's Labyrinth, I can turn 1 Flute. And this is a fantastic opening hand, especially on the draw. Because we get the Devourer. We can still turn 1 Herald. They don't Thoughtseize us. That's difficult. That's really tricky. I'm not sure how I want to do that. These are some really good cards. I don't think I want... Thought-Knots here doesn't do anything. I think I actually want the Dismember here. It hurts dropping these K commands. But... I think they're just playing the standard Blink variant. So do we just want Dismember over more K commands? Do I take more K commands? What I need is 1 more land. If I can go turn 1, turn 2, and this is just a lot of pressure. I think I want the Dismember because it's just 1. I think that's what I want. It hurts putting the K commands back, but I think they're a little slow. And I want to be able to put as much pressure on as I can, so I want to be able to use the most of my mana as I can. Especially as I'm hurting a little bit right now. And we already revealed the Devourer, so we'll use the Devourer. Keep as much information in our hand as we can. I mean, last game, this dude hated Herald and just murdered it every chance he could. So I guess we're waiting to see if that happens. Of course, it's Overlord now. That's okay. If he makes it a thing, I can just dismember it. And he only gets a Flicker Wisp, which does bring that back. But that's okay. I do also have an All Stuff, so as long as I'm hitting some lands... Oh. Well, this changes things. So we're just going to Torpor Orb, which stops the Flicker Wisp he just picked back up, and this also keeps up Dismember. I don't think I could have had a better top deck there. So that Flicker Wisp doesn't do much of anything, and we'll punch in. If he casts it, he casts it. I will pay the 4 life to make it go away forever. Well, I guess not technically forever because you can't bring it back. But I'm kind of hoping he just casts the Flicker Wisp here. And then I'll Line Breaker and get a lot of damage. Oh, he's shocking too. Oh, it's a frog. It's a frog. Well, here's that frog I was talking about that I hadn't seen. And he's got a white up. Interesting. That is interesting. So I could kill it with Kozilek's command. It could be a huge blowout right here. I think I go for the Kozilek's command on it for 2, but leave this up. Because then if he tries to ephemerate it, I can dismember it and he won't have enough cards left. It sometimes feels weird casting these things main phase, but we're going to do make tokens. Yeah, because I have the Herald, so they can attack, and I'm getting close to all his dust, which is just would end it. And then exile the creature. So I'd like to make the tokens, make that go away. And if he lets that happen, I can use the 2 tokens in red to still cast Line Breaker. And here's where this is the blowout. This is what I was hoping for. He's got 3 cards left, plus 2, that's only 5. That does 5. So this is the blowout I was hoping for, because it also makes Ephemerate go away, because it no longer is a target. So that goes away. I still make my tokens, and that was the blowout I was hoping to have right there. And I saw the 1 left up. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm good with that. Just got so little. What did he get rid of too? And the Flicker Wisp. Perfect. And this I'm not worried about because I can just all dust. Well, we're going to go show me your secrets. I still got time before this does anything. He's got 1 card left. Oh, that's right. Huh. That's okay. This gets in a lot of damage, though. I completely forgot that was a thing. Now this trigger still happens. Put that card on top. Okay. Okay. Got no cards left, but 1 card on top. Choosing not to cast it. Probably a removal spell. I guess we'll just attempt to hit him for 4. Interesting. So we will Flesh Raker. Yeah, that was an absolute misplay by me. I completely forgot. Oh, he super counters it. Well, I'm glad he countered that and not the Consign that's coming. Or the All's Dust that's coming. This will be a creature next turn. Right here, it's a creature. Got the Bajuka Bog. Make all that go away so you can't get those things back. He will mill, but all of his great mill targets... I mean, this is a race that I do win in the long run. Yeah. Takes that, which is fine. So that's 7. So I think I go for the bait here. I think we attack. Okay. He's got Philly in his hand. Got all the fatal pushes here. I think I totally messed that up. I forgot about my own Torpor Orb. He's a cast Feeling next turn, but if he blinks that, I take 5 less. He used a Consign already. I think the right play is to chance this and go for the blowout. Oh, he's not doing it. Okay. Well, alright. I got hosed there. That sucks a lot. What did he take? Took a frog. The cast frog. Well, my options are bring this back or hope for a different 7-drop. Does he hope for a 7-drop? It's another Labyrinth. Yeah, I guess I should have brought that back. I just lose. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. On to game 3 here. I think I lost that myself. I really think I should have played that a lot differently. Forgot about the Torpor Orb that Thought-Knot-Seer doesn't work great with that. Essentially gave him a free card. I shouldn't have cast Thought-Knot-Seer. Oh well. I guess I should just cast all his dust when I had it too. I got greedy. Got greedy. I wonder if I'm just too creature light now. We saw a frog, so I'm going to keep Flute in for that. And we'll run it back and see. We do 100% want to go first. I don't like that I don't have any bonus mana. But we're going to keep this still. Because I have a turn 2 play. And that plus this. I feel like Sire is really good in this matchup. Take the Torpor Orb, I guess. Over the Dismember. Yeah, we put the Torpor Orb on stop. Cavern name Eldrazi. To go. So do we Torpor Orb? Or do we Chalice for 1? If he passes through, say we Chalice for 1. I guess these are Thoughtseize. If I got Thoughtseize me, he'll take the Chalice, and I'll slam Torpor Orb and feel good about it. Yeah, he's definitely got Thoughtseize. So take the Chalice. And then we play Torpor Orb. And hope I find something to do in between there. Took Myco Spawn. Okay. Then we're gonna cast Torpor Orb now then. And I could still Chalice for 1 next turn. Even if I don't draw anything. Let's see. Oh, Eldrazi Temple's a pretty good draw. We're getting closer. Chalice R1 just does Ephemerate, but if I have Torpor Orb that doesn't do anything, I'm actually not going to cast Chalice here. He can't get an Ophelia at the end of turn. I'm going to try to I'm going to Chalice for 2 next turn if he doesn't do anything interesting here. I think this is, you know, this is okay. Because he used it on that. I'm a Chalice. Wow. This is the problem with this deck sometimes, is this is the draws I get. We're going to Chalice for 2 at this point, because I played my Torpor, but this takes out a lot of his deck. Philia, Psychic Frog, White Orchid. Doesn't get rid of that, though. And nothing. Non-Avatar, yeah, so that was just a wasted right there. Ah, I can't get better than that. Vestige is a pretty good one. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast it with Warp and hope to honestly hit a land. A land would be great. We hit a Bajuka Bog. That's not bad either. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Next turn I can just cast it. And make it a hard Solitude. A hard Avatar. It's a Psychic Frog that he can't cast. That's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can't cast All's Dust, but I could cast this. No. I'm gonna save that. That's a how I don't lose card. I'm gonna cast Vestige. Because they trade. Plus I get something. And I'm okay with that. I don't know if I trade. I think I let him attack. I mean, I win this race. If he can't get rid of the Chalice, which he already used Vindicate in the Torpor, let's see what he gets here. This makes a difference. Philia, which he can't cast. If I draw more land, I could just do that. I could just All His Dust. Okay. See, the thing is, this leaves the battlefield. So that's perfect. So I still get this. And I would absolutely love to play the Ghost Quarter. And then I'm going to All His Dust you. Because he's got 2 consigns. That's 3 consigns. There's no way he's got more than 3 consigns. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All His Dust. He's got the 3 consigns there. I mean, he'd have to have the 4th consign. And if he does, super sucks for me. I don't know what the odds are that he has the 4th consign with still half of his deck left. And he doesn't. We play Ugin's Labyrinth. But do I want to tuck it? I don't think I want to tuck either of them. I want them both open. I'm not going to tuck. I'm not going to tuck. And holding that Chalice for Chalice on 2 has made a world of difference in this game, because at this point I am so far ahead. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which dumb idiot do I just cast? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can't count. 7. I'm gonna cast this one. I'm gonna cast that one because if I get a Line Breaker, Line Breaker or a Sire just feels extra good. I have no need to kill this at this point. If he wants to ephemerate that, it does nothing. And you can play your Frog, because I can just kill Frog. Actually, Waste was a pretty good draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I'm going to cast Flute on Frog. Because then he's got not great blocks. And the way Flute works is it's an as it enters I name it. So as long as it resolves, he can't do anything with it in the middle. So he would have had to have pitched cards to Frog with it on the stack. This is the tricky thing. I'm not sure if I want to hold this up for something. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 7 mana. So it could just kill a lot of things. Because I don't know. I mean, I have this on Frog. I'm not worried about this. Maybe we just hold it. I don't think there's any point to me just running things out there right now. I'm in a pretty good spot. This could kill an Overlord, like a fully cast Overlord. I don't think there's any reason I do anything. Yeah, I think I just go right to attacks. I don't see a need for me to play super aggressive. I get to kill both of those. And I will cast Thought Knot. Goes to 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We will cast Thought Knots here, though. Now he can't even kill us with a Solitude or something because he can't take damage. Okay, sure. I'm glad that that's what Consign was used for. I think I have this game wrapped up at this point with both of these in my hand. I can kill whatever he tries to play to not die. I don't think I care. He's gonna Ephemerate and he's gonna kill the Flute. So Frog can be bigger. Sure. You can kill Flute. That's fine. I still don't. I mean, you pitch stuff to Frog. Sure. And then with that on the stack, you've cast 1, 2, 3. That's all your consigns. I'm just gonna do this now. We'll draw and we'll exile. I'd like to draw. Get rid of your Frog. I'm pretty sure that wraps the game up. So we're gonna put that on top. Don't want the lands. With the double devour, but Sire at this point, I think we'll just win because I don't really know how he's getting enough toughness to not just die on the attack. And yep. All right. Well, 3 and 2. First time recording my gameplay. I feel like I may have made a mistake here or there for sure. If I did, please let me know. I'm willing to take some feedback. So I've qualified for the RC. I'm going to Vegas. I'm going to be playing Eldrazi Aggro. So any points where you see something and you're like, hey, next time should have done this, I'm happy to hear it. I'm here to learn, here to, talk to you guys about different Eldrazi decks because that's what I play. And yeah, so we'll see you next time.